I want to talk about an interesting tactical battle that played out in the first leg between Manchester City and Real Madrid, and it might also play out in the second leg tonight. Both of Real Madrid's centre backs were extremely close to Haaland. It was like a 2v1 with Rudiger touch tight to him, but the other centre back as well really close to him. So the two centre backs were really narrow. Apart from this, Carvajal, the right back, was really tight to Grealish, the Manchester City left winger. Yes, this meant that Haaland and Grealish probably had less space and time around them, but everything has some trade-offs. And the trade-off here is that the gap between Carvajal and Rudiger, the right back and the right centre back, was extremely big. Now, if Real Madrid continue to do something like this to make sure that they double up on Haaland and also that they control Grealish because of his 1v1 ability, then City can actually exploit this space. They can either position someone there, or the other option is that by timing it correctly, they can also have someone arrive there into space. If they do it slowly, then Real Madrid's midfielders, Fede Valverde, Modric, Kroos, they'll probably cover. But if they're quick about it and the timing is right, then they can exploit it. I think Pep was quite conservative in the first leg because he didn't push Gundogan up in that space until later on in the match. But I think this time, with it being in the Etihad, with it being the second leg, with City have to win this game, they can't draw it because then it will go to extra time and penalties. I think he might do something like this if these things happen again. One other thing that City could do is they could ask Grealish to make an out to in run in behind Carvajal, because there's a lot of space between Carvajal and Rudiger, so Grealish can make a diagonal run in behind. But there is a slight problem with that. Like, there are two problems with that. Firstly, Grealish isn't that type of player. He's not someone like maybe, Raheem Sterling was for City or Leroy Sané was, that they make those runs in behind. Grealish wants the ball to his feet. He's very, very good technically with 1v1, so he wants the ball at his feet. Maybe that's also the reason why, or that's probably the reason why Carvajal is so touch tight to him, because Carvajal knows that Grealish's threat is 2 feet rather than him running in behind. The second problem is that Akanji played there as the left-sided defender for Manchester City, and usually Ake plays there, but Ake is injured, and that is a problem. And the reason for that is that Akanji is a right-footed player and Ake is a left-footed player. A right-footer playing on that side and trying to play that ball in behind has a different angle compared to if a left footer were to play there and angle the ball in behind. It's much easier to press and stop a right footer trying to play that pass from the left side rather than a left footer doing it. If you think about it, it makes sense. Like, a right footer has to open up his body this way and then play it up, and it's easier for someone coming in to press from here, because obviously Real's going to come from here, the touch line is over here. But if it's a left footer, they have to open up their body this way, and if they open up their body this way, it's a longer distance to press, and it takes longer and it's harder. And you might think this is a wacky small detail, but I'm I'm telling you, on the largest scale, at the highest level, these smallest details can be the difference between someone winning the Champions League and someone missing out.